Morning students. Today we will discuss about the measurement of distances. In our last video we have read about the motion and types of motions. Now we will read about measurement of distances. So let's start. So we will start from the measurement. What is the meaning of measurement or what is the definition of measurement? Measurement means to compare the unknown quantity with a known quantity of the same kind is known as measurement. सिंपल सा इसका अगर हम मीनिंग समझें तो इसका मतलब होता है टू कंपेयर द unknown quantity. Unknown quantity means which we have to measure. That is known as the unknown quantity with a नॉन क्वांटिटी. नॉन क्वांटिटी मीन्स जिसका हमें पहले से पता हो. सो ऑफ द सेम काइंड लाइक लेंथ और मास और टेम्परेचर, ऑल दीज आर द सेम काइंड्स. अननोन क्वांटिटी एंड नॉन क्वांटिटीज शुड बी ऑफ द सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ द सेम काइंड. सो if we compare the unknown quantity with a known quantity, that is known as the measurement. Like there are any two points, let it point A and this is the point B. So what will be the length between A and B? Means this is the unknown quantity. We have to measure the length between A and B. So we will compare this length with a known quantity that should be similar to the length, like scale. Scale is also used to measure the length. So we will compare this unknown quantity with that known quantity, that is scale, and this is also the length, and scale is also used to measure the length. So we have to compare this unknown quantity with a known quantity of the same kind. That is known as the measurement, or this is the meaning of measurement. So here comes what will be the definition of measurement. Measurement means to compare the unknown quantity with a known quantity of same kind is known as measurement. So our next topic is measurement of distances, means from where we need to measurement the distances. So we will स्टार्ट फ्रॉम ए स्टोरी. इस चीज को हम, इस टॉपिक को पढ़ने से पहले हम एक स्टोरी से इसकी स्टार्टिंग करते हैं. एक बार दो फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, एक ही क्लास में पढ़ते हैं और एक ही बेंच पर बैठे होते हैं, लेकिन उनका डेली का झगड़ा होता है कि आप बेंच को इक्वली डिवाइड नहीं करते हैं. ये कहता है दैट लेट दिस इज ए एंड दिस इज द बी. ए सेड दैट कि B आप मेरी जगह पर आ रहे हो, और जो B है वो A से कहता है कि आप मेरी जगह पर आ रहे हो. सो इन दोनों के बीच में झगड़ा होता है. सो टीचर कम्स टू देयर एंड सेड दैट यू हैव टू डिवाइड योर बेंचेस इक्वली. सो उस टाइम पर टीचर कहता है कि आप अपनी बेंचेज को इक्वली दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर ले. मीन्स नोट फिजिकली सेपरेट करें, आप इसके ऊपर एक मार्किंग कर ले जो इक्वली ए एंड बी के पास जाएगी. तो उस टाइम पर इनके पास कुछ नहीं होता है मेजर करने के लिए, एंड दे नीड टू मेजर द लेंथ, बिकॉज विदाउट मेजरिंग द लेंथ दे कैन नॉट इक्वली डिवाइडेड. सो ए एंड बी दोनों अच्छे प्लेयर्स होते हैं और वो प्ले करते हैं गिली एंड डंडाज. यस, दैट इज ए काइंड ऑफ गेम इन विच ए स्टिक इज यूज्ड, और दैट इज नोन एज द gilly, and a small wooden block is also used, that is known as the gilly, and this is the dandas. So दोनों प्लेयर्स होते हैं, तो इनके पास गिली एंड डंडाज होते हैं, और ये अपनी बेंच को मेजर करना स्टार्ट करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ डंडाज. स्टार्टिंग में वो मेजर करते हैं तो वो देखते हैं देयर इज द लेंथ दैट इज इक्वल टू 2 डंडाज एंड 2 गिलीज. The length of the bench comes 2 dandas and 2 gillies. So Now the total length is 2 dandas plus 2 gillies, and they have to divide it into 2, so they will divide it to 2. So they mark as 1 gilli plus 1 danda and 1 gilli plus 1 danda. This marks the equally dividation of their benches. So they measure that length, but after some time, because this mark was not permanent, this mark erases, and again they start, उनके बीच में झगड़ा फिर से स्टार्ट हो जाता है. एट दैट टाइम इनके पास जो डंडा होता है, वो स्टिक जो होती है वो ब्रेक हो जाती है, और उनके पास एक नया डंडा होता है जिसकी लेंथ इससे थोड़ी सी, जो पहले उनके पास स्टिक थी, जो डंडा था, उससे ज्यादा होती है. सो दे अगेन यूज द सेम टाइप, बट एट दैट टाइम द लेंथ बिकम्स 2 dandas and 1 gilli. So they equally divided 1 danda and 1 danda, but this length remains 1 gilli. So they are not able to distinguish or separate this in equal parts. This happens because this is not a standardized, because the length of the dandas is not standardized. That's why, so here 2 points A and B, and the distance between them is 10 centimeter. When we write this 10 centimeter, in this we have to write these two things, 10 and centimeter. So what is 10? 10 is any number, and this centimeter is known as the unit. Means when we write any quantity, so we write two things, their number and the unit. Unit is the thing which tells us about the quantity. For the different quantity, different units are used. So let's talk about the units. Units of measurement of the distances. What units are used to measure the distances? We will talk about this only, about the distance and their units. Units, two type of units. One is non-standard units and standard units. Non-standard units are those units which are not standardized, which are varies from person to person. ऐसी यूनिट्स जो पर्सन टू पर्सन चेंज हो जाती हैं, जिनकी क्वांटिटी जो है वो फिक्स नहीं होती है, दैट आर नोन एज द नॉन स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट्स. Whereas standard units are those units which are specific, which do not change. The quantity of the substance remains the same. That is known as the standard units. Like standard units, meter, centimeter and kilometer. These do not change their values. But non-standard units in एंसेंट टाइम्स, बहुत टाइम पहले जब ह्यूमन बींग्स स्टार्टिंग किया, उन्होंने मेजरमेंट करना स्टार्ट किया, दे यूज देयर फुट फॉर मेजरिंग द लेंथ एंड ब्रेड्थ ऑफ देयर हाउसेज और ऑफ देयर फील्ड्स. दे यूज देयर फुट, बट दिस इज नॉट ए स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट बिकॉज सम ऑफ measure a large length with the help of foot and some uses small distances for their measure the length by their foots. Again, so that is not standard units. Cubit is the length from elbow to tip of the finger. This is known as the cubit. This is also a not standardized unit because its length is also vary from person to person. Next one is handspan. Handspan, if we stretch our hand, so the length from the tip of the thumb to the tip of the little finger, this length is known as the handspan. So that is also a non-standard unit because its length is also vary from person to person. Next, width of a finger. Width of a finger is also used to measure the length, but that is also a non-standard unit because its width is also varies from person to person. Next one was fist. Fist means muthi. That is also used for measuring the distances, but that is again a non-standard unit because it fist. Fist means muthi. That is also a non-standard unit because its length is also varies from person to person. So all these are the not standardized units because they are not fixed. They varies from person to person. So standard units. Standard units are those units which do not change or which do not varies from person to person, which remains same everywhere. Like meter is used for measure the distance. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Its value or its length remains same. Like this is the 1 meter. So every person measures 1 meter. This length is equal to 1 meter. That is not vary from person to person. 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. That is also a standard unit. 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. That is also a standard unit which is used to measure the distances. So this is all about the measurement of distances. In this video we have discussed about the distances. In our next video we will measure the length of different types. Thank you very much.